When Ian and Jordan reappeared on the scene directly following Sharon and Phyllis' car accident, most young and restless viewers jumped to the conclusion that they were also responsible for Heather's death. In today's episode, recapped here, Ian seemingly confirmed it. The problem? It makes no sense. Exposition has been slow in this November sweep storyline, as glimpses of Jordan and Ian holed up in their motel room have been brief. Thus far, we have been able to deduce that Ian's master plan involved distancing Sharon from her loved ones. What better way to do so than to land her in prison or Fairview? The dastardly duo got to bickering today, as Jordan took issue with Ian asking her to venture out to see how Sharon's daughters were reacting to her confession and arrest. One line in particular caught our attention. Whilst manipulating Jordan into doing his bidding, Ian asked her to slip out and check on Faith and Mariah, suggesting that she might complete her mission without too many more casualties. This strongly suggests that Jordan was responsible not only for causing the car crash that landed Phyllis in a coma and led to Sharon's guilt-ridden confession, but also for the death of Heather as a means to an end. But the reveal leaves us with a whole new mystery that we're probably not supposed to be questioning too closely. If Jordan was at Daniel's apartment at the exact moment Sharon blacked out and took advantage by hitting Heather over the head, she must have been following the beleaguered blonde. That's all fine and good unless you think about it in the context of Ian and Jordan's most recent conversation. She bristled at his suggestion that she leave the motel room to see how Faith and Mariah were reacting to Sharon's arrest. Eyes flashing, Jordan informed him that this put her at too high a risk of discovery since she's supposed to be in prison. Moreover, if she was responsible for using her headlights to make Sharon cross over into Phyllis Lane and cause the accident, that means she was also the one who stole her phone and texted Phyllis. How on earth would she have arranged for Phyllis to head to Sharon's house at the exact same time Sharon decided to go home to look for her phone? She couldn't possibly be in two places at once to know what both were doing, and Ian clearly wasn't involved as he was back at the hotel awaiting a report. More questions. How was Jordan texting Phyllis nonstop while also driving and following Sharon's car so closely? And why were Phyllis and Sharon both shown driving on a highway, but the wrecks ended up on the property of the Newman Ranch? Surely it doesn't have a major road that close to the houses. Getting even more nitpicky, if Sharon and Phyllis were both headed to the same location, wouldn't they have been heading in the same direction? Further, if Ian and Jordan are behind everything that Sharon's been going through, then they must also be responsible for her meds being switched so as to cause her mental instability and hallucinations. But how could they have known what the drugs would or wouldn't make her do? They couldn't possibly have known that messing with her prescription would cause her to react badly to Daniel after all of these years, or to hallucinate Cameron Kirsten. It's looking like quite a stretch at this point. As much as we love the return of Ian and Jordan, one has to admit that their involvement makes Sharon's storyline more than a little convoluted. That said, we don't have all the information yet. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.